All right, this video is for the TI-83 students or the TI-84 students who do not have the updated operating system on how to solve a system of equations using their calculator. Now, unfortunately, you have it hard, but this is how I had to do it in school, so you get to suffer like I did. Now, what you need to do is realize your calculator has a matrix menu, and that matrix menu is right down here. And so we see in blue it says matrix, and that's above the negative first power below the math. And so I'm going to hit second x to the negative first power matrix. Now it's important you understand how this all works. The names is using them. So if you want to do an operation, you're going to use this column for names. If I hit the right arrow, math is going to be for performing any operation. So wait one second. Everybody listen up, not just the 83s in this case. Notice the first one is DET for determinant. So everybody goes there if they want to check their answers for determinants. Now, just 83 people, we can listen again. So operations is the math. Edit is where you create. And so my opinion is I like to create a 2x2, a 2x1, a 3x3, and a 3x1 just so I can keep reusing them. But we're just going to do this part of the video for it. And so I'm going to hit edit A. I want a 3 enter by 3 matrix. Now, because I have still the newer system for the 84, mine has cells like a table. Yours will probably be spaced out more. It may look a little different, but it is the same thing. And so the problem that we were doing before is we had the row 1, hit enter, 1, enter, 3, hit enter. So you have to hit enter to tell it that you are done with that cell and you're moving on to the next one. So the next row was 3, 4, 1. Then it was -2, enter, 4, enter, 1. Please make sure you hit enter on that last one so it gets stored. So that was the first matrix that we dealt with on the last problem on the notes is the 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 1, -2, 4, 1. So that is your coefficient matrix. You have to hit second quit. Now I'm back to the main screen. I'm going to hit my matrix menu. So second x to negative first. There's your 3x3 stored in A. And we're going to use it. So I'm staying on this names menu and I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to do negative first power. That is the inverse of the matrix. The same thing I did for the people with the 84s with the special operating system is I'm going to hit math, fraction, enter, bam, there is the inverse matrix just like it was before. So it has the same ability. Yours might look a little weirder. It's going to have probably a bracket over here, but it's still set up the same way. You can see the inverse. So I'm going to clear that out, hit second enter, delete over this. So I have my inverse matrix. I now need my solution matrix. So again, I have to hit second x to negative first to pull up that matrix menu. I'm going to go over to the edit menu because I need to create the 3x1 and I'm going to create it in B, which is 2. So I hit enter. I want 3 rows, enter, 1 column, enter. In our solution matrix, the answer matrix was a 5, enter, a 7, enter, and a 10. And make sure again you hit enter. So that was the answer matrix we had before. So now I have my matrices. I'm going to hit second quit. I'm going to hit the right arrow so I can get to the far end of this to make sure it's blinking over to the right of my inverse. So make sure you do that when you're typing in. And I'm going to hit second matrix. Now I want to use matrix B. So I'm staying in this names column. Hit enter. There's your inverse matrix multiplied by your answer matrix. Hit math, fraction, and enter. And there are the same answers we had before. And so that is how you do it on an 83. It is more time consuming. Sorry, I had to go through it. You have to suffer a little bit as well if you don't have the new system. But it's mainly the same idea. You're going everywhere to the matrix menu, second matrix. You need to understand how to read it. Names is when you use them for the calculations. Math are where all the operations that you would do with matrices, which you only need to worry about DET for determinant. Edit is where you create them. So right now you should have a 3 by 3, a 3 by 1, and if you want, you can go right to option 3 for matrix D and create a 2 by 2. And I hit second quit, go back to my matrix, go over to edit. There's a 2 by 2. I go down to D, and I can make that a 2 by 1. Hit second quit, go back to my matrix menu, and now I have 3 by 3s, 3 by 1s, 2 by 2s, 2 by 1s. That's really all the systems we've ever worked with. So now I can just go over to edit and just edit all of these. And I don't have to keep on creating new matrices every single time from scratch. I can just edit and override the ones I've already done. So we're going to switch over to the Inspire video next. You 83, 84 people, if you need to, we can just play this video at the end and you can watch it again. It will also be linked up on the portal. But that is how you go through it. Second, x to negative first is where you work. Just understand the 3 options, names, math, edit, and when you use each one.